Would you know how to protect your house in the case of a fire emergency? Given the current situation we have in Oregon, we asked Moore's DIY expert Eric G for some tips on keeping your home safe.
We've got some serious ash flowing right now, and you know something? It's about time we talk a little bit about fire safety around our home. We've had some serious issues with wildfires, but you know something? This really even goes into suburbia, where we have fire issues from maybe the fire in your backyard and the fire pit to the neighbor's house burning down. Let's talk about some of those key things you can do to keep your house safe any time of year. Green grass is a great fire prevention tool. I know we don't water our lawns much here in Portland, but you know something? That white grass is just one big tinderbox out there ready to burn. One thing you can do, keep it a little bit shorter if you're not going to water it much. But you know, that green lawn is a great self-defense mechanism for any fire in your neighborhood. You know, I love bark dust in the lawn. It's fresh, it smells great, it keeps the weeds down, but it can also be flammable. In this kind of situation, if you're in an area where a fire could exist, like if you're up against the woods or something like that, you might want to go into something that's going to be less flammable, go into some rock chips or some decorative rock, something that doesn't burn. Bark dust can be a big problem around your house with fires. You know, I love bushes up against the house. It looks really cool, but it can be hard on your home, especially the finish of your home. But you know something? They love to trap in dry leaves and things like that, which again, when embers drop in, they like to catch on fire. They recommend having these kind of things actually 10 feet away from your house. That way you've got a nice clear area that's defensible. Plants can be great, but they can also create that deadwood. Gutters are something very interesting in your home. They catch the water and they protect your house, but they can also collect every little dry piece that came off the trees or anywhere else around here. Those things will catch on fire super easy, especially in our dry weather. So make sure you keep these things clean. If you're in an emergency, what I would do is just get water up in there and soak it down really well. That way you keep these things from catching on fire. You know, I've been in a wildfire situation. I actually got wet from the fire retardant coming off a plane. When I was living in Eastern Washington, we had it come right up to the back of the house. Some of the things you need to keep in mind: always keep this hose charged when you think you're getting in that situation. Make sure you have them on every hose available around the house. Second of all, if it gets that way where it gets close, have a couple sprinklers ready. You can put them on the roof of your house and help keep that water going up there and keep the house wet. It's the embers coming in that's going to be the problem. That's what's going to start the fire. So anything you can do to keep things wet will keep you a little bit safer. We've got a ton of things back on a back tack, and you know something? It all needs to be moved away. That propane tank is going to be one big explosion if it catches fire. That should be at least 30 feet away from your home. What you can do in a fire situation, move this all away from your house. That way it's out of the way of the fire department, and they have a better chance of defending your home.
Good tips. Thanks, Eric. You can catch Eric G's radio show from noon to 2 p.m. each Saturday on KXL. And for a link to reach Eric G, you can head to our website, kptv.com/moregdo.